Let's cut now.
Jack, did you know? I got that part. All right. So, man, good. Yes, I got that. Early? Got that pizza early. How's everybody doing tonight? Great. Everybody doing good? Everybody ready for an awesome huddle up? Yeah. Well, if you know, we're going to close off. He's going to go for like 30 minutes. We're going to get some Q&A. We're going to first do testimonies. Anybody have any testimonies they'd like to share? You certainly can. You got a testimony? Not yet? Okay. You got one too? Yep. Okay. Well, we're going to make sure that we get them. Are we cleared the room with the pizza in there? Hello, you gonna? Yeah. Yeah, of course I am. All right. John, I can look at I have. Okay. All right. Hello, and welcome to the Hope for Prisoners Tuesday Night Huddle Up. I am John Ponder, the founder and CEO of Hope for Prisoners, and I am so glad that you have joined us here tonight. We want to say hello to everyone. First off, right here at the Hope for Prisoners Billy Walters Center for Second Chances in the Steve and Judy Siegel Auditorium. Can you guys give yourselves a big, gigantic round? Is that as loud as you can go? That's what I'm talking about. And also, we want to give a big shout out to our friends over inside Nevada Department of Corrections. We have Southern Desert Correctional Center, we have Gene Conservation Camp, and we have Casa Grande Transition Facilities. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. Can we give them a big, gigantic round of applause? We also want to say hello to our family and friends who are watching all over the globe on the Hope for Prisoners Facebook Live page, the YouTube channel, and our LinkedIn page. Can we give them a big, gigantic round of applause? Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and you guys are in for an absolute treat with our guest speaker joining us all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Before we get started, we want to open it up for any testimonies that we might have in this room. Anything anybody like to share, any testimonies that God worked in your life, maybe got a new job, maybe you have some clean time underneath your belt. We want you to be able to share those stories with us, to be able to encourage us. And we got somebody already making their way up here. If you are in one of the institutions, just make sure you raise that little yellow hand up. And if you're watching online, please make sure you drop a comment in the chat, because Chad is back there monitoring the chat. Can we give him a big, gigantic round of applause? Step on up. Come on up. Look over into the camera. Tell us your name and what is it you like to share.
My name's Eddie Gonzalez. I was, let's see, I was part of the graduation in January this year, the first one for the year. And after taking all the classes that's been offered here and finally getting to do some work search or job search. And anyways, I got my first interview tomorrow.
Man, that's outstanding. Give him a hand, man. That is so amazing. We're going to certainly keep you in pair. Chad, are we on live? We got everybody on line? Because I can't see them. I like to see them. All right. Well, come on up. Make your way up. 1 second. Let's make sure that the ladies over at the camp, you got to look that way. Come a little closer to me and look that way. Tell them hello.
Hi, you guys. I made it. I'm out. I'm doing it. I'm doing big. I'm doing it big. I did all the stuff I'm supposed to do, and I'm out there. I miss you guys. I love you guys every day. I miss you guys every day. Stay up.
Man, give her a hand, man. Give her a hand. Come here. Give me some love. Woo! Welcome home. How encouraging. Please, come on. Make your way up. We can come over here to you in a second. Can we give her a hand while she's coming up, please? Give her a hand. Come on, step up. Look over the camera. Tell us your name. What is that you like to share with us?
I'm Nicole. So I got accepted today to get my BA in sociology and specializing in addiction. I'm going to be having my BA in a year and a half. I'm going to a college online with Southern New Hampshire University.
Oh, that's awesome. Give her a hand. That is so good. So super proud of you. Chad, was this somebody over and you making your way up? I love the testimonies in the room tonight. Then we go over to Nevada. I'm sorry, we can come over to this young man. Then we're coming over to the Nevada Department of Corrections. Step up. Tell us your name. What was that you like to share?
So my name is Q Moore, and I go home on Friday from Casa Grande. Girl, I'm back on the streets, okay? Right. And I start barber school within a month or two. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing big things.
That is outstanding. Please give him a hand. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. Come on, step up. Step up. Step up. Look over in the camera. Tell us your name and what is that you like to share.
My name is Jermaine Francis. I'm 6 months clean, and I get out probation in 4 months.
Whoa, give him a hand, man. Give him a hand. 6 months clean and shoulder. It's over. Isn't that amazing? Anyone else? Was there somebody over in the Nevada Department of Correction? Please step up. Tell us your name and what is that testimony you like to share.
Hi, my name is Samantha. Tomorrow my baby turns 7, so happy birthday, Ariana. My 17-year-old just graduated high school. And to my girl, Megan, I love you and thank you for being a blessing. And I go to board next month, June 10th, so pray for me.
All right, give her a hand. Give her a hand. That is amazing. We're going to go back out to Gene Conservation Camp. Step up, tell us your name, and what is that that testimony you like to share?
My name is Tanya Breedlove Carter, and I've got 2 years down, 2 years to go. And 2 years clean and sober, and on the 22nd, I get my GED. I graduated.
Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. Any other testimonies you may like to share? Going once, going twice. Oh, we're going to go to Southern Desert Correctional Center. Please step up. Tell us your name and what is that you like to share.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My name is Lamont Boulder. What's up, OG?
All good.
So, so for me, I'm learning how to let go and really, let God take the wheel on things and not worry about stuff I can't control. And as a result, things started coming together piece by piece, and it's feeling good, and everything is coming together, man. So, God is good.
Man, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. The word says that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. Hey, listen, we got a special treat for you guys here tonight. But before I introduce him, we're going to go ahead and go before the Lord in prayer. If you please bow your heads. So, Father, we just come before you in the name of Jesus. We thank you for this day. God, we thank you, as always, for waking us up this morning with you in our mind and you in our heart, God, and just giving us another breath of life to live for you. We thank you for all that you do, the things you've done, and everything, God, you promise to do. God, we invite you into the midst of this room. God, we ask you to huddle up with us. Let your presence rest in this room and also on our speaker. We ask you to illuminate every gift, talent, and ability that you have placed in your servant, Tony Lowden. And God, as he speaks, God, we ask you to give us eyes to see and ears to hear the message and encouraging words that he has prepared for us. We love you. We worship you and pray this prayer in the matchless name of your son, Jesus Christ. And in his name we say amen. All right. Hey, so this guy needs no introduction. He is certainly a friend of Hope for Prisoners. It's not his first time here. So we can go ahead and scratch his bio. But I want you to look at the person next to you, and I want you to say at the top of your lungs, say, get ready. I saw some people, their mouth wasn't moving. That wasn't moving. Look at the person next to you and say, get ready. Say, this is going to be good. Now, what you want you to do is put your hands together for my dear friend, my brother from another mother. He is the Chief Social Impact Officer for ViaPath Technologies and the Friend of Hope for Prisoners. Please give it up for Pastor Tony Lowden. Tony, welcome to the Huddle Up.
My brother, what's up? What's up? Family, what's up? What's up? I see you brothers up there. I see you ladies out there as well. Thank you so much for being here. Listen, anytime I get an opportunity to come and speak, I'll drop what I can do to come because you guys and ladies mean so much to me. You really do. And I want to just talk to you guys tonight about fearless leadership. Fearless leadership. And I hope that you get something out of this. I hope that today that you just didn't come here today for the pizza or treating us like this is Kairos where you get some pizza or cookies or something. I hope today that you really listen and lean into what I'm about to say. I plan on dropping some nuggets for you. And if you got opportunity to write down some notes or write down some notes as well, and then pass them on for those who don't have anything to write with. But I want to talk to you about this here leadership of being fearless. Right? Imagine yourself being a lion, right? Male or female, imagine yourself being a lion. Lions are probably one of the most magnificent creatures that have long been symbols of strength and courage. They are known for their willingness to fight for what they believe in, what they need, fight for their food, fight to protect their territory, fight to protect their children, their mates, and their prize. Lions will fight for what they need. And my question to you tonight, I don't want the answer. What are you willing to fight about? Ask yourself, what are you willing to fight for? Are you willing to fight for your children? Are you willing to fight on the inside, stack some papers so that when you get ready to leave, Jermaine, are you prepared? Are you willing to do the work? Or is this, I'm just buying my time. I know they're gonna let me go one day. I'm just going through the motions, hope for prisons. I'm gonna get fed. I'm gonna be around a bunch of people. Some of my friends gonna see me on Facebook. No, but are you willing, really ready to fight for this? Are you willing to stand up for things that you believe in? If you find God, are you willing to let him have all of you instead of just saying, I'm walking this walk, so this is the way I can get out? Are you willing to protect and defend? Protect and defend everything that you believe in. Because watch this, you may be dealing with trauma from being locked up, but your daughter, your son, your children, your parents, they're dealing with the trauma of you being incarcerated as well. They're doing time with you. The only difference is that you're in prison and they're in an invisible prison because you're not there. You're not there to be the covering. Not there to be see their graduations. You're not there to see all their milestones that they do. But watch this, it's not too late. You got to fight for it. Now, by no means, I'm not talking about a physical fight. I'm talking about having a lion attitude in your life. A lion attitude that no matter what happens during the day, I'm not going to get distracted on what my mission is all about. I'm going to look at myself as though I'm a company. I'm going to walk with leadership. The same way I led on the streets is the same way I'm going to lead in my new life of second chance. See, we can have all the second chance month. We can talk about reentry. We can do all those things. John Ponder can celebrate you, do all those things. But until you get deep involved, until you put some skin, some passion, and some spirit in the game and get dirty about who you are, your company, whatever your name is, it can be Nicole, it can be Lamont, it can be Tanya, whatever your company is, that's you. Until you invest in you, your company is never going to grow. Until you fight for you and lead with you, get yourself better, it's never going to grow. You see, I grew up in the trap house. My mom ran the trap house. But until I decided that I am not going to be like my mom, that I'm going to be better, and every time she said, you're no good, just like you're no good dad, and my mind would tell my spirit, I'm going to prove you wrong. And I've always walked that way. My mom is 85 years old and still on drugs, still on alcohol. Never been able to break that. You know why? Because she couldn't fight for me as a lioness would do for her pride. Are you willing to fight for your children? Are you willing for the government to raise them? Nana to raise them? Pop raised them? Some friend raised them? What are you willing to fight for as a leader? You lead in there. Some people call you a shot caller. You get respect on the yard. You get respect in your clique. You get respect in your set, but do you really get respect in you? Do you respect yourself? You can never get anybody to love you if you don't love yourself. Yeah, you might be doing some time because your loved one got you involved. You took a lick for your loved one and you got caught up. But watch this. If they ain't there with you right now, if they didn't fight for you right now, if they're not putting money on your books, they're not encouraging you to be better, and they're not trying to get you to come back to where you used to be, that ain't no love. That's a tick-deer relationship, where the tick gets on the deer and suck the blood out of them until they're no longer useful. When ticks leave a deer only when the hunter shoots the deer or the deer get hit by a car. But a lioness is willing to fight for who she or who he believes in. They protect their territory. You're not going to allow someone just walk up in your locker and take anything. You're not going to allow them to take what you have on your books. You're not going to allow them to take your commissary. Why allow the government to take your life? You shouldn't die on the inside while you're doing time. You got to lift your head up and stop complaining. When you go before that board, next month, you got to tell them, listen, I've changed. And I'm here to tell you I'm changed. But watch this. I believe in myself. Whether you let me out or not, I'm already set free. And you got to know who you are on the inside. You got to be courageous. You got to have that lion attitude. You got to understand that God is always there for you, always willing to protect you. Your friends left you, you did the time. Your friends got you involved, you did the time. That man left you, you did the time. And they were always telling you, ride or die, baby, we in this thick and thin. And here you are in the thick, and they in the thin. You got to get to the point. You're better than what you believe who you are. Do you fear your fears? Right? If you do, then you got to do what you fear, and your fears will disappear. Some people are afraid to go get their GED. Some people are afraid to go get their education. Some people are afraid to get to work. Some people are afraid to step out on faith. If you're afraid, you'll never put anything in your company. And let me tell you something. God don't invest in a failing company. And fear is false evidence appearing to be real. But you got to always be fearless. In other words, you got to always be real. Real with yourself. I think a couple months ago, I gave you guys a SWOT analysis. It's a corporate America term. And it stands for your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. But I always tell people that I mentor, do a SWOT analysis on yourself, but work backwards. What's your threats? Will you break your being clean? Will you go 2 years and when you get out, you back on the street and you need to take another hit? What's your threats? Will you go back to the same vomit that got you incarcerated? Or will you really be changed? What's your threats? Not having a connection with your children because you don't have the resources to take care of them? Let me tell you something. You can be a mother from the prison. You can be a father from the prison. But if you're afraid, you'll never be either one of them. You got to be fearless. Always be fearless. Walk like a lion. Talk like pigeons. Live like an elephant and love as an infant child. You can't just be running your mouth. It ain't nothing there. Oftentimes, people doing the talking never want to listen. You can't put nothing in if you're not listening. I've seen so many testimonies that come on the Huddle. And if I was you, I'd be saying, okay, when's my time? What do I need to do to be like him, to get my job? When is my time? Stop worrying about everybody else. See, a lion sleeps in the heart of every brave man or woman. You have a lion on the inside. You remember when you went to fight that officer? You remember when you went to fight the person that got you incarcerated? You remember when you went to fight your loved one when they were cheating on somebody else? And all of a sudden that lion rose up? When will the lion in you rise up for your life? A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of the sheep, because the lion knows he's going to eat the sheep. So you have to worry about those people that are around you. They ain't going nowhere. They're just sheep. They're bab, just following. That ain't leadership. Walk like you're the lion that people might follow you. There's some people hanging around you right now just because you're a leader. When you need to ask them this question, when are you going to start leading too? Don't hang around me if you ain't stacking paper. Don't hang around me if you ain't writing your children. Don't hang around me if you're trying to sneak something inside the facility. I'm not trying to be dirty. If you want to ride with me, walk with me in my new life. The lion does not turn around when small dogs bark. And there's a lot of small dogs that are still barking in your neighborhood. You know why? Because you entertain those small dogs. You can't entertain that. I know brothers right now are still running around saying, I'm a blood, I'm a crip, I'm a folks. In their 70s. They're in their 80s. In and out of prison. You still claiming something that's killing you. You're looking for bullets every day. There ain't no life to live. You're fighting over a color of a t-shirt that's made in China. You don't even own the block. When is your body, your mind, your heart going to turn into true territory? See, a lion has true territory. All he got to do is roar and people won't walk into his territory. You got to, if you really want a block, a community, or a nation, come out and be an entrepreneur and own that block and get some paper that gonna take care of your children. That when it's time to bury you, they don't have to worry about that because the papers are stacked so high. Because all of us gonna get buried one day. Go out and make some paper. The greatest fear in the world is the opinion of others. I don't care what other people think about me.
Come on.
I get up every day worried about Tony Lowden. I get up every day grinding for my daughter and my wife. I get up every day making sure we got a roof over our head. I travel and work and I put in the hours because I want my family to be comfortable. And while I'm grinding, I could be in Tennessee and my mind is praying over my children. I know the grind I'm putting in, there's a return on investment. And see, in the moment you are unafraid of the crowd, the noise, you no longer a sheep. It's only sheep that's afraid of other people's opinion. Worried about other people's opinion. See, that's why people join sects and gangs. Because they need to be around a bunch of sheeps. That's why people want to be a part of a clique. They want to be around other sheeps. Because the more sheep you get, the bigger you think you are. When you can't be big when little got you.
Come on, man.
You got to be big all by yourself. Let me tell you something. I saw a brother the other day up in Tennessee. He said, yes. He says, when I got out of prison, I started my company. I said, what's your company? He said, my name is Ron Garrett, LLC. He made his name a company. And he's working in that space. He's generating revenue for his family. He spent 20 years in prison. He's working in prison reform right now, and he's living in $1 million house that him and his wife just closed on legally. This brother is doing it. 20 years in prison, in the prisons of Georgia. His wife stayed with him. He kept ministering to his children. One of his sons ended up playing professional basketball overseas. He's still doing it. Now they both work in this program called Metal Works and helping inside prisons all over Maryland, in DC, in Virginia. And the brother just closed on $1 million home in Maryland. Wow. Don't tell me you can't be a lion. Don't tell me you can't be a company. It's what you see. How do you see yourself? You see yourself as a victim? Or maybe this is an opportunity. Maybe the judge gave you an opportunity to start working on yourself. A reset. Whenever a computer gets froze sometimes when you call them, they say, hey, reset the modem. Yeah. Reset the computer. Yeah. Shut it down. Reset it. You got a lot of things you've done, you know you've done. Reset. Reset, baby girl. Homeboy, reset. Get yourself together. A great roar arises in your heart, and it becomes the roar of freedom. When you're free in the mind, can't no prison hold you. When you're free in the mind, can't no probation officer keep you as a slave. When you're free in the mind, can't no drug call your name. When you're free in the mind, can't no alcohol pull you down. When you're free in the mind, can't no brother or no sister pull you back into the prison. You got to be free in the mind. I want to tell you something. I remember when I was in school trying to grind real hard, there was always people in the classroom. I'm trying to listen to the professor. They want to pass me notes and talk to me, pass me notes and talk to me while the professor is talking. Them the people, they don't want to hear you becoming a leader. They don't want to see you getting better. These are the crabs that pull you down. When you get an opportunity to get some words, some knowledge in you, tell that person, shut up, I'm getting something here. Hold on. We can talk later. Go over the side and go over there. Nothing personal, but I'm trying to get something in my computer. You went in on the internet, but let me tell you something. You coming out and they got AI. And AI is moving fast. And if you don't start building yourself and roaring like a lion and walking like a lion and hunting like a lion, trying to build yourself, you're going to miss this whole AI generation. You're going to miss ways of trying to stack some papers. And when you come out, you're going to be lost. Do the time, but do it at a time where you can invest in it. Every program you can get in, better yourself. Why go before the board and you don't have nothing in the tank when you get ready to get out? Why go to a job interview when you really don't have nothing on the inside? You got to be about this. A fierce wolf is greater than a cowardly lion. Every now and then you got to be a wolf or a lion, but you can't be a coward. You can't be afraid to put the work in. I'm always listening to people saying, man, I need to get in shape. Man, I need to get in shape. Man, you've been saying that for 60 years, dude. Get on the floor, do some push-ups, walk, run, do something, push away from the table. If you don't have no discipline for your body will fail you. And when your body fails you, then your mind goes too. There never was a woman like her. She was gentle as a dove and brave as a lioness. Think about that for a moment. She is gentle as a dove, but she's brave as a lion. Nothing scares her. Nothing scares him. Don't be afraid to apply for college. Don't be afraid to put the work in. Don't be afraid to say, hey, I don't know, but come here, show me. And if you show me, I'll get it. You have not because you ask not. I want to tell you something, and I'm not trying to knock anybody here, but when you come to these huddles, don't just come to sit. Bring a notepad. Bring a pen and paper. Don't depend on, what did he say? Do you remember what he said about this? No. Write it down. The Bible says, write the vision, make it plain, so that he or she reads it, can take it and run with it. What's your plan? What are you going to do in the first 30, 60, 90, 100 days when you get ready to leave? Put it in. Put in the work. A lion does not fear at laughter coming from a hyena. And watch this. Some of you sitting next to hyenas because they're laughing and don't want you to get what you got. And they're going to say, hey, we're going to hook up. We're going to do this when we get on the outside. Let me tell you something. Do you. Grind you. Build you. Roar on your inside. Your daughter can't depend on them to eat. Your son can't depend on them. Your bride can't depend on them. And if you keep going in and out, in and out, in and out, always on paper, somebody going to be running through your children. Somebody going to put your children on the streets. Somebody gonna be running through your girlfriend while you locked up. Somebody gonna be running through your wife while you locked up. You know why? Because they can't depend on you. They can't depend on you to be their covering or their protection. They can't depend on you to be their lion. Remember what I said, what are you willing to fight for? When you pick up that phone and you call them and you got a collect call, all that is, are you praying on them, P-R-E-Y on them? Or are you truly praying for them? Because you just want to talk, but you're not giving them no encouragement. Listen, I'm stacking papers. I'm coming home. I'm doing this. I'm in Hope for Prisoners. I got a plan. I know what I'm going to do. I know where I'm going to stay when I come home. It won't be like it used to be. I promise you that. I'm going to show you like I'm from St. Louis, to show me state. I'm going to show you that I'm in it. There are several lions and leadership qualities that we can learn from. Lions are courageous. Lions are confident. Lions are strong, social, organized, and hardworking. Which are you? Because you just can't be one. You got to be confident. You got to be strong. You got to be social. Because when you come out, you go to a company. John was telling me the other day that there's a brother who's working for this major hotel chain, and every time he turn around, this brother's getting promoted. And the president of the hotel comes and said, listen, come on in, man. We want more people from Hope for Prisoners. Because this brother here, he's getting promoted every year. I wouldn't be surprised one day he end up being the general manager of this major casino, because his name is already on the lips of the board members in the casino. Shot callers. That's what board members are. When you living down there, a board member would never call your name. You want someone to know your name before you even walk into the room. So when the lion roar, everyone in the jungle knows that's a lion. That's the real deal. We're not walking in that area. You got to be strong. You got to be social, organized, and hardworking. Nothing comes for free. You want something for free? I'm telling you, there's nothing on these streets for free. Nothing. If you watch the news, you'll see the government's cutting all the social programs. Anything that's for free, they're cutting it. And those that can't work, can't put in work, can't put their mind to work, can't put their hands to work, don't have nothing in the heart, you ain't gonna make it until you become a lion, until you start roaring, until you believe who you are. See, I am more afraid of an army of 100 sheep led by a lion than an army of 100 lions led by sheep. You can't be led by a sheep. Ask yourself the question, who are you following inside? Who's the person you're hanging around? Are they a lion or they're a sheep? I'm not talking about always getting DRs and fighting, always walking around and getting other people to fear them. I'm talking about someone that's saying, hey, come on, let's go take this course. Hey, let's get together and read this book today. You read 5 pages, I'll read 5 pages. Because I want to improve on my vocabulary. I'm going to read 5 pages to you tonight. You read 5 pages to me. We're going to get a whole book out of the way. Eventually, we're going to be reading thousands of words. My daughter graduated from 1st grade this year, and she's reading on an 8th grade level. 8th grade level. And she's only in the 1st grade, going to go to the 2nd grade. Because we encourage her to put the work in and be a lion. If you build an army of 100 lions and their leader is a dog, in any fight, the lions will die like a dog. But if you build an army of 100 dogs and their leader is a lion, they're going to fight like a lion, baby. You got to want to fight. I tell you this, I know John Ponder is a lion. I know his daughters are a lion. But let me tell you something. What are you? Who are you? See, a group of donkeys led by a lion can defeat a group of lions led by a donkey. Who are you? It's better to be a lonely lion than a popular sheep. You got some people around you, all they want you to be a sheep with them. Come on, girlfriend. Hey, always got a laugh on. Girl, I'm trying to do some time. I'm trying to be better. You ain't going with me to the board. You can't even write me a letter of reference. You can't put nothing on my books. You just want the comfort of me being around you. If we're going to push each other to be better, let's do it. If you're going to hang around me, brother, let's do some push-ups today. Let's do some sit-ups today. You count out 25, I count out my 25. We're going to do 3 sets. Because when I get out, when I go to work, I want my body to be able to be ready. I know we don't get the best food, but I'm not going to let this place kill me. You got to be ready and put the work in. One who is mentored by lions is fiercer than one who is mentored by wolves. Find a lion who is willing to mentor you. No one, no sheep pulling you down. Hey, girl, I got this pack of smokes coming in. What's up? Oh, ain't nothing up. I'm trying to protect my lungs. Cancer runs in my family. I'm not pulling the trigger. I'm trying to get off the trigger. Be like a lion and a wolf. Then you have a big heart and the power of leadership. Tony, what are you trying to get out of me today? I'm trying to get you to lead like a lion. Be brave like a tiger. Grow like a giraffe. And run like a cheetah. But be strong like an elephant. You can do it. Stop thinking you're soft. Don't tell me you're not going to be anything because your mom was never anything. Don't tell me you're not going to be anything because your father was never anything. It's you. Everything is on you. You got to be accountable for yourself. If size mattered, the elephant would be the king of the jungle. The lion is the king of the jungle. It's not the elephant, it's the lion. The elephant has a better memory because he don't forget anything. But the lion is the king of the jungle. Why? Because he is never a coward. Never afraid. You know there's some things you're afraid of. What if they pull my record up? How am I going to get this job? I did this. I did that. Let me tell you something. You got to forgive yourself, put your past in the past, and be strong enough to walk into the room and say, yes, I did that. I did this, but I'm not that person anymore. Give me a chance to prove you wrong. Here's what I did on the inside. This is my new resume. You got to be that lion. The lion is an emblem of the dream of absolute power. I'm going to say that again because I don't want you to miss this. A lion is the emblem of a dream of absolute power. I'm getting ready to do a podcast with the CEO of Jordan's brand, Michael Jordan's company, the brand, a black brother from Philadelphia, my old neighborhood, from the hood. He did 15 years in prison for murder. He's the CEO of Jordan's brand. He also was in charge of the Seattle Mariners. He also worked in the NBA. He also worked at Nike. And then Michael Jordan pulled him over to run his brand. But he also is a murderer. Got a book out. Look him up. Larry Miller. You got to know who you are. You got to know what you can do. And that you serve a God that can put an X by your name. See, I breathe in my courageousness. I get up in the morning, I can't show fear because my daughter got to be strong. She'll know what weakness is, that her father's weak, that her mom's weak. The lion is the emblem of a dream, your dream. of absolute power, and you got to walk in that power. Let me tell you something. When you was on the street, fighting on the corner, slinging some rock, doing whatever you thought you had power, you fought for it. You're willing to do everything you can to protect that little, but it got you where you are, where the government took your power away and locked you up. There's a different type of power I'm talking about. You can truly go from the bottom to the top if you want to. You got to say this to yourself: I am bold as a lion. See, I only saw a few people do it, but that's okay. We know who the lions are. I see you. I am bold as a lion. Know who you are. Say it to yourself. David says sometimes you got to encourage yourself. See, there's some people sitting around you don't want you to be a lion. They don't want you to have a roar. They don't want you to find yourself because they're afraid to go back home and get their own kids. They've been in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm going to ask you something. I just want you to think about it. Tell the person next to you, don't talk to me right now. I want to hear what you got to say. Protect your eye gates and your ear gates. How many of you got children, nieces and nephews? How many of you got someone that you love, your male or female at home waiting on you? So I got a question for you tonight. I don't want you to tell me the answer, but I want you to tell yourself the answer. How do you want to return back to them? How do you want them to see you? Do you want them to see you with power, grace, and mercy, forgiveness, and strength, and courage, knowing that you can make it? I'm going to play this song for you. I just want you to close your eyes a little bit, and then I'm going to take some questions. I want you to think about this, because this is how I walk. This is my life. This is how I feel. The courageous one in my life. I would have lost everything. But now I see myself as this lion because God is always there for me. I can say I never would have made it out of Casa Grande. I would have never made it out of Department of Nevada, Department of Corrections. I thought I was going to die in here, but I want something more. See, when you feel that way, your children will feel that way. Your son will feel that way. He say, Dad, I know you was locked up, but I know you were there for me. Your daughter say, Dad, I know you was there for me. And I'm better because you're better, God. I heard this father tell his daughters, he was in prison for 40 years. He said, listen, I don't want you to stop getting your education. Because when you stop, I'm going to stop getting my education on the inside. He ended up getting his PhD because his children went on to law school. 3 of his children went on to law school because he put that challenge. And he would have never made it on the inside had his children not made it on the outside. Are you stronger? Are you wiser? Are you a lion on the inside? Or you just wasting hope for prisoners' time? You just come there because there's a time I can escape the dorm, the unit, I can get pizza. I want to be better. I want to be wiser. And I know I'm better because I'm a lion. See, every day I wake up thinking about my mom, who's 85, on drugs, on alcohol. Always got a game she's running. Divided all her kids. Talk bad about all her kids. Use the N-word, the F-word, all of that to all of us. And we used to clean her vomit off the floor in the trap house. And I can tell her, But I made it from the trap house to the White House, and I've served 2 presidents. And I'm in the C-suites, which means I'm a CEO of a company. But more importantly, I recognize myself as a company. Not all that stuff that she spoke about me. Who are you tonight? Who are you tonight? And who were you yesterday? But more importantly, who will you be tomorrow? Let's take some questions. I love you guys, and ain't nothing you
Man,
can
can
do
we
about it.
give Pastor Tony Lowden a big, gigantic hand? Man, was that some good stuff or was that some good stuff? Man, we're going to open it up for some Q&A. Somebody in this room is something that Tony Lowden dropped in this room that resonated with you, is something you would like for him to expound on. We're going to open it up for inside the institutions. If you have a question, a comment for Dr. Tony Lowden, you just reach up, put that little yellow hand up, step up and tell us what it is. And I'm being signaled into Nevada Department of Corrections. Please step up. Casa Grande, step up, tell us your name, and what is that question or comment that you might have for Tony Lowden?
Hey, good evening, good evening. What's going on with you, John? Hey, Tony, I just wanted to tell thank you. I appreciate everything. You know, you gave me my little issue today and shit. Appreciate it. I'm celebrating right now. I'm kind of like going past my 12 months sober. I'm on my 4th week of work. I got a position that God put me in, you know what I'm saying? I got a role to play, and I was born a Leo, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready for this stage, you know? And if anything I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shine. What I'm gonna fight for is my family, you know? I had it all wrong, you know? 40 years old and just kind of like barely stepping into these shoes. They're a little big for me right now, but I got a little baby son and I can't let him grow up faster than me, you know what I'm saying? I just wanna let you guys know I thank you, I appreciate it, and yeah, good, thanks for the issue, man.
Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. What's your name, brother? Don't go nowhere.
My name's Isidoro Torres.
Okay, listen, brother Torres, listen. Let me tell you something. Don't get distracted. Don't get discouraged. Don't want to destroy yourself. But always, always, always look for the divine hand of God in your life. When you become spiritually strong, your son will see the strength in you, and you'll always fight for your son. You won't cut corners. I know you're a leader because you're bold enough to walk up there and be vulnerable and say, you know, I've been cleaning this amount. I've been doing this. I've been sober. I got a job. I'm going to fight for my children. Listen, I'm going to be praying for you. Yeah, I don't care if nobody else on this video got it but you. That's the most important thing, because you don't want your son to get his social security number in Department of Nevada Department of Corrections.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
Isidoro, very proud of you, man. Very proud. Can you give Isidoro a hand? We're opening up questions. Let me make my way over to the Billy Walter Center for Second Chance inside our headquarters. If you please stand up, you got to look over in the camera right there. And what is that question or comment you might have for Tony Lowden?
Hello, my name's Alex. I was just wondering, because a big problem for me is worrying about what people think about me in my past. So now that I'm making good choices, it's still kind of a struggle because I feel like I'm misinterpreted. So I was wondering, when you started being successful, what type of situations did you get in where people still judged you, but you pushed through it?
Great question.
When I made it to the White House, my mom said he still ain't gonna be anything. When I became President Carter's pastor, my mom said he still ain't gonna be anything. When I did President Carter's funeral in front of the whole world, my mom said he ain't nothing. You got to stop listening to people. Shut your ears and shut your mind. If you care about who you are, protect your ear gates, protect your mouth gate, and sometimes you got to protect your eye gates. Get away from those people. Move.
And that is really, really good. Great question. Great answer. We're opening it up for any questions, the comments anybody might have. We're going to come to the headquarters, and then you can step right up if you just turn around and look at the camera. And what is that question or comment you might have?
First of all, I commend you. I thank you for the service that you have truly given your time and your energy and your mindset to us and others around the world, I'm sure. But my question is, in your life and on your journey, how valuable was mentorship for you? And did you have a mentor? And how critical is it that we all need a mentor in our lives?
Great question. Great question.
Brother, I got a lot of mentors in my life, and one of them you just got to talking to, John Ponder. John and I, we iron sharpen irons. We talk sometimes 7 o'clock in the morning. He'll call me. It's 7 o'clock my time. And I'm like, man, I'm on the East Coast. It's 7 o'clock here. What you doing up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Hey, Tony, let's just talk. You got to find some people that's willing to spend some time with you and not just pull you down. You know who pulls you down. You know who don't want anything. You know who's always pulling you in the danger zone. I got some mentors. I got some people that's high places. I got some billionaires that I talk to. I got some billionaires I pray with every morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. You got to find the right people in your life, man. The right people, and walk away from the wrong people.
That's right.
Don't get along to get along.
That's right. That's right. We can come back over to headquarters. The camera's right over there. Step up. Tell everybody your name and what is that question or comment you might have for Tony Lowden.
Hi, Tony. My name's Mo. I just stepped out.
Mo, I remember you, Mo. I know you just got out not too long ago.
Yesterday. I'm completely ready for whatever I have going on that I knew I had going on, but I have things that I wasn't anticipating, and it's kind of got my knees like shaking, and I just wanted to know how do I keep my focus? How do I keep from being overwhelmed? How do I keep that from like staying in the glass and not letting me be able to see what I need to see? You know what I mean?
Stop looking at the rearview mirror, and you see right there where that room you're in right now? Get everything you can from Hope for Prisoners. It's free. All you got to do is put the work in. It's free. That's why Ponder grinds so much. He don't charge you to be in his program. It's free.
Man, it's a great response. We're going to go back to Nevada Department of Corrections. Please step up. Tell us your name and what is that question or comment you might have for Tony Lowden.
Hi, my name is Samantha. Once again, you dropped all the wonderful nuggets. A lot of things to marinate on. I know I definitely needed this reset, and I'm definitely going to go into the board with way more confidence now since you gave me a lot to think about. So thank you. And I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. So thank you for your time.
Samantha, come back so I can see your face.
Yeah.
Listen, baby girl, I'm praying for you. I know how important your kids are to you. Okay? You walk into that room, that board, and you go before the board, whatever, you go up there with courage. You understand? And listen, you got this.
I know.
You got this.
God got it.
Yes.
I'm going to do
The
big.
God in you got it.
I'm going to be great.
We're going to go over to Southern Desert Correctional Center. Please step up. Tell us your name and what is that question or comment you might have for Dr. Lowden.
Tony, my name is Hassan Davis, and I'm from your same hometown, Philly, man. I came out here, I got off the rocker. I went to John Ponder's first, Hope for Prisoners back in 19, and I fell off the rocker and landed myself back here 10 years later. But it's amazing how God worked, man. And everything you said, I've been saying to myself, and I've been on the grind. I'm not letting nothing stop me. I'm not giving up. I'm 49 years old. I turned 49 in prison again, but this is my last prison bid. I'm striving. I'm jumped into a new set of job. I was doing stagehand work. Now I'm turning to HVAC, and I'm succeeding in my class. I'm making nothing but 90s on my test scores, man. And you came in here, you just juiced me up some more to go even further. I appreciate you, Tony. I appreciate you, John Ponder. Man, it's nothing but excellence heading my way. I got tunnel vision. I'm gone, man.
Don't move, homeboy. Homeboy, don't move. I want to see your eyes when I say this. I want to see your eyes when I say this. You from Philly?
Yes, sir.
If you can make it out of Philly, you can make it anywhere. You understand me? Now turn around, see that brother behind you. That brother behind you with the glasses on. You see him?
Yeah.
I want you two to iron sharpen irons. I want you to hang out with him. See, I know that brother's for real. Every time I come on, he's on the grind. I want you to make your circle smaller. Make your circle smaller. Find yourself some people.
Just me right now. It's pretty much just me right now. That's all I've been working on me.
You need somebody. You need somebody gonna look at you and say, "Come on, dude. Let's go more. Let's go more."
Yes, sir. You're right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, brother, I love you, man. I'm counting on you, man.
I love you too, man. God bless.
All right, homeboy.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Hey, we're gonna end off with a testimony. Would you come up here with me? because you know we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. This young lady has a testimony and a half, right? She is someone who Tony was talking about, but it was that lioness, right? And I witnessed her being the lioness when she graduated on April the 18th, right? Facing these insurmountable odds, but she trusted God, right? And so when she had come to me, and she beats the door down all the time here at the Huddle, showing up. Sometimes she shows up with her son. And one day she was telling me about this tremendous challenge that she was having in another state. And it was something, Tony, that was happening in another state with a legal situation. And so I made a phone call to my friend, the district attorney, Steve Wolfson, and I'm gonna let her take the story from there. Can you tell him your name and what is that you want to share? And you can go ahead and take the mic, because that's how.
Well, my name is LaShondra Parker. I'm from Peoria, Illinois. Moved out here June 9th of last year, me and my 14-year-old son. I have associates in criminal justice, and I'm a 911 dispatcher. I'm certified with the Chambers of Commerce, and I joined Hope for Prisoners. Never been in prison, never been locked up, none of that. So everybody wondering, how you get in? I called, asking them, can they help me get this boulder from in front of me? The day before I moved out here, I got caught with a controlled substance. I was driving somebody's car. She had guns, controlled substance. I was just out gaming the day before I moved out here. Didn't know that I was charged with anything. It was a pending felony warrant. I'm like, why can't I get a job? Why can't I, what? I moved to shelter. I didn't move out here to Vegas for none of that. So I brought it to Mr. Ponder. I was like, look, I have this felony warrant. Never been locked up, not on drugs, out here to better my life, show my son it was more to life. And he introduced me to Mr. Wolfson. I went to the DA, and everybody like, how'd you go to the DA and talk to him with a warrant? I wasn't in there for that, and this man called Peoria, Illinois, district attorney office and talked to him. He called me Friday and said, your case is dismissed and be expecting an email.
Don't go nowhere.
I'm not. I'm not.
Let me tell you something. That's nothing but the favor of God, because you're willing to step out. You're willing to tear the door down. It's the thing in the Bible where these brothers had a friend who was paralyzed. They couldn't get him through the front door. They couldn't get him through the window, and they decided to climb up on the roof and tear the roof off and lower him down to Jesus. And Jesus says, because of your faith, you have been made whole. Not his faith, but his friend's faith. Because of John Ponder's faith, because of the DA's faith, you have been made whole. And you're a lion. Don't ever look back. Look forward. And watch this. Make sure there's a return on investment. Do some service leadership. Put something in. Hey, John Ponder, what can I do to help you, brother? I'm off today. What do you need? Put something in the tank so that God can keep giving you favor. Because when you put God first, his resources chase you.
Amen.
I'm a witness of that.
Amen.
Listen, I love you, Miss Parker. Look forward to seeing you when I come out there
Yes, sir.
and hang out with you guys.
Can we give her another hand for that? That is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. Did she just say that felony warrant disappeared? And now she'll be able to get in his life. So thank you guys so very, very much. We ran about 4 minutes over. We want to respect Dr. Tony Lowden's time back there on the East Coast. Thank you guys so much for joining us here tonight. I do want to take the opportunity to extend you all an invitation to our next graduation ceremony. It will be Friday, May 23rd, over at the headquarters of the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department at 4:30 p.m. We have 45 men and women who will be graduating, fighting for a second chance. We'd love for you to be able to come out and show your support. Good night to everybody inside Nevada Department of Corrections, Facebook Live, YouTube channel, LinkedIn page, right here at the Hope for Prisoners, Billy Walters Center for Second Chances. Good night, Tony. Love you to pieces, and we'll see you soon.